Welcome to Perfectly Pieced Live Unboxing. I'm Erin from MeTime.
And I'm Cassie.
So today we're going to unbox the May Perfectly Pieced 2023 box, which is, everyone's been excitedly waiting for a pinwheel. And so this is a double pinwheel block.
So we didn't just do it once, we just did it twice.
We always go the extra mile.
Right.
Double pinwheel. Okay, so what are we going to do today?
Okay, so first we're going to talk about some news going on, and then we're going to do a little bit of talking about some giveaways, which we have some good ones today.
2 giveaways today.
Yes, two. And then we're going to stitch out the block like usual, and we're gonna do some ooh and ahhing about some of the extra special things in this box, I think.
Yeah. And we're going to do something a little different with the quilting on the blocks. We want to show you some of the different options you have with quilting. So we're going to do the quilting a little bit differently and hopefully let you see what options you've got. Okay.
All right.
Is that it? So maybe we should tell them about the first giveaway to start so they can get going on it.
Okay, so you guys can start entering the giveaway right now this very second after I tell you how to enter it. But what we're giving away is we're giving away a $20 gift card for the MeTime store.
Yep.
And how you enter is simply tell us what's on your wish list from the MeTime store. What do you have to have?
Yeah, so it can be a pass box.
Yeah.
Digital or physical. It can be one of the tools or stabilizer.
Absolutely. There's a ton of fun things on there.
Yeah.
So we just want to know, what are you dying to have? And go ahead and put those in the comments right now so that we can have your entry to that giveaway, which we'll do in the middle.
Right. But if you're watching this later, do not worry. We're going to do another giveaway at the end, and you'll have 2 days to enter that. So if you're watching this later, you will not miss out on a giveaway.
More than one chance.
More than one chance.
It's really great.
Okay. So remember, you can start now putting in what is on your wish list in the MeTime store.
From the MeTime store.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, little news from MeTime.
Yes.
What did we just ship out?
We just started shipping out the Bella box.
And this one is fresh and local.
Fresh and local, yep. And there's a lot of really fun projects in there, and there are a few still available. Not a ton, but there are a few.
Yep, you can still subscribe.
If you want one, go ahead to the MeTime store and go grab a box.
And one thing I love about this box is all the projects are pretty fast and just a quick stitch within a couple of hours.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think the highlight, if you know, is we do a project where we bind in the hoop.
Right.
In 3 sizes.
We do a lot of binding with Perfectly Pieced, so it's nice to like have a project that's bound in the hoop.
Yeah. So check that out. It's pretty neat.
Yes, and there are tutorials if you feel like you need a little bit of help with some of the projects. They do have 3 tutorials up there, and they're ready to give you a hand.
Yeah. Okay, so last month we told you that we were working on a Perfectly Pieced project that we're calling the Perfectly Pieced Sampler Quilt. And we are going to release this towards the middle or end of May, and that will be a free project. It will be a download in the store, and it will have instructions, and it will actually have 1 quilting file in it because we had to give you something extra to finish this quilt. But every single thing in the quilt is one of the previous files from the first 12 months and all fabric from previous boxes.
Right. And it just features the 12 months.
Yeah. So we're going to give you a little taste of that. So we've got 3 pictures we're going to give you a little tease of. And the first one, if you guys will put that up, is actually featuring our double pinwheel block for this month. Oh, there you go. So if you see that right there in the center with the green, that is our pinwheel block for this month.
I love it.
I love it. And you actually getting a little taste of some fabric you haven't got yet. So that little light blue stripe that's in the pinwheel comes in June.
Yes. So
you can kind of look for some little Easter eggs in there. So you want to show the next picture. We're going to give you a tease of one other block. Here we go. So this is the wreath.
I'm so glad you showed this one because you almost have to look at it for a second and be like, wait,
did we do that one?
What block is that?
Yeah. And you can see some all around the edges of other blocks, but this is specifically the wreath block that we did for Christmas, and what we've done it in springy colors, so it looks totally different.
I think they're getting a big hint about what this quilt is going to look like.
They're getting a big hint. Okay, let's show the last picture. This is going to show a little bit of it, just a corner. We had to be careful because we didn't want to show you June's block, so we're being sneaky.
Not quite yet.
Yeah. So you see another little fabric here that we haven't got yet. And what we've done is we've taken all the blocks, we've made them into 4 patches, and we've mixed up the colors. So even though they're all fabrics you've used before, they're put together in different ways.
It gives it a whole new, fresh look.
Yes. It's really fun. We're so excited. And again, that'll be free, and it will be using all previous blocks for the whole first year. It's kind of like our annual celebration.
Right, and I think
Gift
actually
to you.
we're dying to give it to you
We
guys.
are.
We can hardly wait.
Yeah, and we'll have tutorials to go with it.
Yes, so that you can have a little bit of help to make this yourself at home.
Okay, all right. Well, let's start by unboxing this box.
Okay,
And showing you some of the projects that come in here.
sounds exciting.
So here we go. Let's open it up.
This is my favorite part.
Yes. All right. So you've got your insert card as usual, which is going to show you everything that's in the box. Can you see that? A little bit. And all the fabrics and all the files. This lists all the files. Okay.
And then the fabric names and
Yeah.
where they come from.
Yeah.
So if you
and
need
then
more.
we've got our thread this month is called Buttermilk. You can see it's a nice yellow that matches our fabric.
And I like that it's not like a gray yellow and it's not like a butter too light of a yellow. It has the right tone.
Yeah, it's almost kind of a gold
Yeah.
color too. Okay, and then you get a perfectly pieced USB drive.
Ooh. Now this is empty. We do want to make sure
Empty.
we let
Your
you know.
files are not on this.
But it is available so you can start putting files on
Yep.
that and kind of organizing them at home.
Yep. Okay, and then we'll pull out the fabric. We'll go into detail with that in just a minute. But of course, you have your full color printed block instructions.
With the projects that we have
Yeah.
put together for
Yep.
these blocks.
So again, walk you through every step of the way. Okay, let's kind of focus on this fabric now. Actually, let's show the block. Should
Oh
we do the
yeah,
block?
let's show the block.
We
And then we
haven't
can
done this
ooh and ah about this fabric.
Yes. Okay, here is your block, the double pinwheel. 8-inch, 6-inch, 4-inch, and our cute little 2-inch.
Which is so itty bitty, but I love it.
Yes.
And the quilting on here is really fun
Yeah.
and soft, very whimsical.
Yeah, can
I would
you see
feel.
that? I don't know. I do this, and I know it kind of drives our camera guy, Andrew, crazy. But you
think you
can
can
see
see
the
it.
quilting there a little bit?
Yep, there's
Love
these
it.
little curls going over here
Yeah.
and then kind of like these rays
Yeah,
going that
it's
direction.
really neat when it goes in the pinwheel. It creates a really neat design with the quilting. Now, what's
Absolutely
fun
love it.
about this block, it's only 3 pieces, so
I
it
know.
goes fast, right?
So fast. It's almost shockingly fast.
But you know, this little angled triangle is very hard to piece. So even though it's only a few pieces, adding this pointy long triangle on the bias is hard to piece. But in the hoop, it's easy.
It's a piece of cake.
It's a piece of cake.
It is. But I would never want to get these angles right by myself because none of them are like a perfect 90-degree angle.
Exactly.
They're all slightly different.
So it's beautiful to do on the embroidery machine. Okay, let's show a couple of our projects, okay? So here is one project. Maybe you want to show this from the front.
This is an 8-inch
This
block.
is just your basic pinwheel, right? So it's an 8-inch block 4 times.
Just a nice spinning
Nice
motion.
and simple. Love this one.
Yes.
This would be really fast project to put together.
Oh yes.
Okay.
You need a pillow or a gift right away.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay, here's our next one. This is either a wall hanging. This is either a wall hanging or it's the size of our lumbar pillow,
Yes.
the Kimberbell pillow 12 by 18, which is available in the Me Time store. Now this one, you guys quilted with that all over quilting. Can we try that with the overhead cam?
Let's see if you can
It's kind
see
of a
it.
paisley.
We'll try and show this to you a little bit
Yeah,
better later,
we're gonna
but
up closer.
we're
down.
gonna try and show you.
There you go.
There we go. Beautiful.
And we've seen you guys comment about the paisley. I think someone said, I never saw a paisley I didn't love.
Oh, I love that.
So that's super cute.
And this was so much fun to make because
Yeah.
each of these are like in its own little picture frame.
Yeah,
And so you
and-
have the beautiful little pinwheel.
What
in its
size
own
are these
frame.
blocks?
These are little 2-inch blocks.
They're the
in here.
2-inch. So to get the full pinwheel, right, the full pinwheel, you've used the 2-inch blocks to fit them all in here, but this is
Right.
really cute.
One of my favorites, for
Love
sure.
it. Okay, all right, next one. This is really neat. I love the pattern that this makes. Let's pull this up a little bit here.
I absolutely do too because it's still a pinwheel, but it looks a little bit different because
It almost looks
of
like
this.
it's woven, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It does. And I like how the angles of these, it's like you have a pinwheel here, but a pinwheel here, right? So you start
Yeah.
looking for it. And this one's unique because you have our block by block quilting on these 6-inch squares around, but then we did the all over quilting here in the middle.
So you can see that paisley?
Yeah, and it's kind of fun where you can combine these and they complement each other.
Yeah, love it.
So
okay,
pretty.
and one more. and this is with the 4-inch block. And this is different because all the blocks aren't pieced with the same colors.
Nope.
You've got this one with the blue as the main color, and then you've got this one with the red as the main color.
Which is my favorite part. When you intermix the fabrics, all of a sudden you get a complete different look.
Yeah, it looks really different. I love this one.
Right?
And isn't the fabric cute? So let's
fun.
talk about the fabric.
Oh, we got to.
Because that's what we love.
We got to ooh and ah about this
We do.
fabric. Grab those.
Okay, I'll tell you, this month was a labor of love because some of this fabric was picked right from the beginning. And then we had a hard time picking the final fabric, and we went round and round and round and round until we finally found this gorgeous blue gingham that we'll show you. So what kind of fabric is this one, Cassie?
So this one is the Rising Blooms Art Gallery fabric.
Not pretty. So you got a little bit of peach in here, a little bit of beige and cream. And it's a nice kind of like a corally red, but it's kind of muted.
Right, because it's not quite rust
Yeah,
either. It's
no.
like in between coral and rust. I don't know how to describe it other than that.
Am I getting it this good, Andrew? There we go.
All I can say is I love
Ooh, there
how
we
that
go.
flower pops off that darker background.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Just adds a lot to it.
Okay, and then the next one, this one's so cute. I love this.
Okay, this yellow is so pretty.
So whose fabric is this?
This is Patch Honey from Riley Blake Designs.
And so you've actually got the same colors as in this one, but they're a little different because you've got this coral in here, you've got the light pink in here, and you've got the cream, but it's kind of flip-flopped.
Which is incredible. How did you do that?
Ooh, that's amazing, Andrew. Good job. I love that. You can see that close up.
Yeah. Okay, and I love how this has a hint of pink without being pink.
Yes.
Do you know?
Yep.
Just a smidge.
Not too sweet.
No, not too sweet.
Okay, and again, let's pull this out. We would never, I don't think we even considered this. It's so bright, but we kept fiddling with all other kinds of colors with this combination, and nothing felt right until we suddenly put this blue gingham with it, and it just all came together.
But you never would have put those together originally. That's for sure. This one here is called the Americana Blue Plaid Lewis and Irene.
Okay, cool.
So that's what this one is.
It is very Americana.
Yeah, it is. If you look at it.
Okay,
Totally
and then
is.
we've got one more. This is a nice neutral, which is always nice in your color combination.
You need to
right?
have a neutral. This is Bee's Background Diamond from Riley Blake Designs.
Like, so we've got, it's kind of a coral pink color. So again, pulls those pinks in.
So fun. And I like how they have different patterns here, but none of them are too large.
Yeah.
Even this feels large, but for some reason it just flows. It matches
And
really
then
well.
of course we've got a solid.
Yes, and our solid is actually Solid Surf, which the color is Surf, from Robert Kaufman.
Yeah, so pretty. Okay, so there is our fabric bundle for this month. And it is beautiful and vibrant, and it just makes everyone happy when they see it.
I'm just going to take a quick second and remind you of our live giveaway that is going to be happening very shortly. So make sure that you put your entries in right now. And just as a reminder, to enter that giveaway, you're putting your must-have item from the MeTime store. So we're not giving away quite yet, but get that entry in there. So as we move along.
And you know, people can enter if they're not a subscriber. And I guess if you're not a subscriber, you're not in the store, but we have all of our stabilizer and we have all of our past perfectly pieced blocks. So you can always enter one of those as a must-have item.
Absolutely, for sure. Okay, should we start stitching this
Let's
block
start
out?
stitching the block, yeah.
Okay, this is one of those unique times where instead of a stack of fabric where I feel like I've got to make sure I have it in order so I don't mix them up, I only have 3 pieces.
Just 3 pieces. Yeah, we're not even using the blue in this particular
No,
one.
we're not, because this is the same as our blocks that we have.
Yeah.
So piece number 1 is this beautiful yellow one that we
I
talked
guess
about.
we'll lay it out. That's the
Yeah,
block
that's
we're
what we're
making right
making.
here.
And this is just a nice strip, and it's really fun where you start with this strip of fabric, and we're going to put it in and make this triangle, which is the best part about Perfectly Pieced is we don't have to spend time measuring and figuring out this triangle. I'm just going to put it in, and my machine is going to help me out. So just like any of the Perfectly Pieced, we're going to place this one face up because it's the first block, covering that first placement.
Do we need to, I think we need to switch cameras.
Do we need to switch over to the block camera? This one? There we go. Okay, awesome. So I just placed that right there, and we're going to stitch our tack down / cutting line.
Yep.
And it's nice that these lines are multi-purpose. And all of a sudden, I'm going to start seeing a triangle look.
Yep. Okay, let's get this iron ready, huh? We're gonna need that next.
We are definitely going to need the iron. Okay, so then we're going to pull that out. I'm going to just scooch that block aside. We're going to take our scissors, and I'm going to just give this a nice trim.
Hang on, everyone. We're replacing the battery for the overhead cams. That's why it's not showing. So we will be with you in just a second. In fact, we'll just pause here for a minute.
Sounds good.
And actually, let's pull up those images from Facebook of projects.
Yes,
this
yes,
is perfect time for that while we're getting that to work.
You know, you guys are amazing.
Yes.
I am so surprised every time I go look on Facebook what you guys have stitched out.
Okay, so I had to show this because this cute lady, Susan, she has gotten her bang for the buck on this box because she has done 4 projects with the fabric in the, is this the March box?
This was March, yes.
The March box. So first she made the tea towel, which was the special project in that box, and it had the cute tulip block.
Right, and the little ruffle on the end, and this very nice, bright,
and you got
happy
the tea
towels
towel in it.
Yep.
The color on the picture on the right is not true to color. The one on the left is the right color. All right, let's see the next picture. This is still
the same
person,
same box.
Now she's made 2 pillows using the same fabric. One of them is the tulip block on the right, and on the left is the
October 2022.
Yeah, the flying geese block.
Yep.
And it's so pretty. Okay, but she's still not done. There's one more.
You can fit even more.
This fabric goes a long way. So here she took the first block, our July block, still using that same fabric, and she made like a little pot holder and bound it.
I love it.
It is darling. And those colors are so pretty and springy.
This is a good example of how you can make the fabric last longer.
Yeah, you can get a lot out of it, definitely.
Just by doing different projects.
Okay. All right, should we switch to our block now and
Yes.
continue on?
Just for this next one at least. So I'm going to
There
take
we
this
go.
one.
There's the overhead cam. So we did this first piece and Cassie's trimmed it down.
Right, so then after that, all the rest of the pieces are placed right side down. So we're just going to line it up with that trimming line. And this one, it hangs over a little bit, but that's okay. That's just how that block works. And we'll just put it back in and stitch our stitch line here. And it's like we're halfway done.
Yeah.
We're gonna fold this one over and it's gonna look mostly done.
Yeah, if you were gonna do a really big project, like a big quilt, this would be a great block to do it with because you'll knock them out pretty fast.
Absolutely, especially if you're doing one of those queen or king size quilts.
Yes, definitely.
But even if you had a baby quilt, because the baby shower is coming really soon.
Yeah. And you can just take the placement of blocks that we've used with the projects and just keep repeating it over and over.
Right.
To make your full quilt.
Okay, so I'm going to take this and again I'm going to pull my fabric nice and taut. Make sure I iron against that seam and just really make it nice and tight because I want that seam to be as crisp as I can get it. Okay, then I'm going to return it to the hoop for our final, is that weird to say? Final.
Because our last one had a lot more pieces than this.
Yes.
Okay, while it's stitching, let's pull up the next project that we've pulled from Facebook. Oh yeah, this is neat. So this is our basket. This is just a screenshot of a video. So Carly Bell has her own page and she does stitch outs and tutorials and unboxings for Perfectly Pieced. And she did a full tutorial of this quilted block basket. So if you would like to have a full tutorial and she walks you through the whole process, you can head on over to her page and watch this video.
Okay, you know what I did?
What'd you do?
I placed that block wrong.
Oh, you did?
Yes. Give me a second, I'll fix it.
This is a good, well, show them. We gotta let them show that we make mistakes.
We do.
There's nothing wrong with it.
So this block was actually supposed to be placed the other way, but the good news is I can pop these stitches out and switch it very quickly.
Okay, pull your head up just a little bit. We're
sorry.
seeing the top of your head. There we go.
Top of my head. I just go through. I unpick a lot, by the way. I think all of us do.
Oh yeah, we're not judging you, Cassie.
Yep.
Everyone, have you ever had to unstitch something, unpick something?
Constantly.
Yes.
Okay, so while I do this, do you want to
process.
show them
Should we show them the next project?
that next project?
Yeah,
This will
let's
take
do.
half a second.
Yeah. It is pretty easy to pick it out of the hoop.
Yep.
Okay, oh, this is beautiful. And this just got posted a few hours ago. Barb made this pillow. This is this month's block. Is this gorgeous? These greens are absolutely gorgeous. And this block is so pretty. It's one of my favorites. So this is the block that you got for April. And if you were to subscribe today to Perfectly Pieced, which we hope you do, this is the block you will get. We were calling it the ladder block
I love that
because
name.
it kind of has those steps going up and then the rungs on the side. And these greens are just so pretty. And the quilting, you can kind of see the quilting on this is, I think it's my favorite quilting. All right, let's see, we got one more project, I think. Cassie's almost done.
Balance on that was incredible too.
Oh, here we go. Here is the project. This is that quilted basket that we showed you and someone made it. Look at the quilting. Can you see those diamonds on the front? So cute. And the strawberry fabric. Everyone loves the strawberry fabric. Okay, nice work, everyone. Keep posting your projects. We love it. So let's go back to the overhead cam. And Cassie has picked it out.
Very quickly.
Done. And she's just ironing it again.
What I'm trying to do is just get this crease out a little bit. I'm going to put this side where I'm going to cut, so I don't have to spend hours unpicking all of that. But okay, so what I should have done, and I didn't realize when I was looking at it, is I had overplaced it. So my placement line is here to here, right? And I had placed it, just not thinking, like this, which I should have realized was too long.
Okay.
So it needed to be
Oh,
placed this way.
I see.
Does that make sense? And so this fits
The
much
short
better
end,
on
yeah.
the placement line.
So is that a good guide? If your fabric doesn't line up with the placement line, you might have
Then
it
you
wrong.
might need to double check it. So
Okay.
that's what I had done here is I had placed it the wrong direction. So now that I have it where I want it, we're
There we
going to put
go.
it back in, and I'm going to step my machine back actually. So we want to make sure I stitch the right line. Oh, I think I'm going the wrong
Now you're
direction.
under pressure, aren't you? It's the worst.
This is one of those machines where it's either this way or that way.
There we go.
Okay, so what I'm just going
She
back.
just went back to the beginning to make sure she's at the right step.
Yeah, the reason I did that is because I want to walk through so I get right to the right step. Because the worst thing to do is to think that you're on the right step and then you stitch the completely wrong one. So I step back all the way
Is
to
this
see
the
my.
right one?
Yep, I step back all the way
It's
to
gonna
see.
go all the way across the center.
Oh, yes, we're going to do one more. I step back all the way to see the piecing template. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys.
That is okay. Do we have any questions or any
Yes.
comments that anyone wants to make? We do? Okay, wonderful.
One question is just what size hoop are you guys using right now?
Oh, okay. Well, we're doing the 6-inch block, and what
Yes.
size hoop is this? It's a 9.5 by 9.5, which is a little bigger than you need. You can actually get the 8-inch block in there, but that's what we're using.
I like to do that just for camera purposes so that we can see what we are doing here.
Cassie, it looks like that's going to stitch this diagonal line
I
instead of
know,
the
I
one right
keep-
before it.
I keep not finding it correctly here,
I
so
think you just need to go back one.
go
Now that's
backwards.
the forward.
Joelle.
This one is backwards. The way the arrows
Just so you
are.
know, this machine is not one I use all
It's
the time.
not a regular machine.
Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3. That should be that one. Okay. Anyway, do we have any other questions?
No more questions? Okay, we will remind you one more time about the giveaway. So if you're just joining us and you want to enter the giveaway, this is for a $20 gift card in the MeTime store. And all you need to do is tell us what is a must-have item in the store for you. So we have all of the stabilizer, and we have all of our past boxes for Perfectly Pieced and Collectible Christmas. And we have some fun tools too, like we have this mini iron, which we love to use. And we also have lots of the blanks for the Bella box that just shipped. So that's a lot of fun. We are having
Okay.
technical difficulties.
We are. I can't get this one back where I want it. That's
It's
okay.
so weird. Did we skip this stitch and it was supposed to be that first?
I
Pull out
think
the block instructions.
that We got it here.
So go to your machine step, right? We just did that, so we
I
should be on
want-
machine step. Oh, this doesn't have it yet. 5.
5. That's where I'm at.
Okay, we're at the right place. All right, Libby.
Okay, we do have a. Sorry, we do have a couple more questions. Then,
Okay, great.
Go for it.
If you're ready for them. Okay, so someone asked about the Bella box.
Yes.
They're wondering how can they order the Bella box if they skipped it?
If they skipped it. If you skipped the fresh and local one, then you would just need to call our customer care team and we can pop that number in the chat here with you. And I'm sure that they can arrange it for you to ship one to you. And we can get that out to you tomorrow. Yeah, it's not one to miss. It's got a lot of really, really fun techniques. So another
that's good.
technique is that we stitch on a screen and we include the screen in the box. So there's a lot of really fun new techniques in this box.
Also, another question that we have is from Sean Holder, and they're wondering, is there a way to do an 8-inch block if you only have a max 8x12 hoop? Could you explain how that works?
Yeah, that won't work because the way it works, let me pull this block for you. So, you know, in the quilting world, if you want to do the overhead camera here,
Yes,
in the
do that.
quilting world, when we say it's an 8-inch block, it's a finished 8-inch block. That means when it's sewn into the quilt, it will be 8 inches. But we actually have, you can kind of see it on the back here. I don't know if you can. There you go. Do you see this little line right here? That's your stitch line, and it gives you a 1/4 inch on both sides. So when you sew it into the quilt, that little bit is stitched in. But the actual block when it comes out of the hoop is 8.5 by 8.5. So, and then the machine will actually travel a little past 8.5 by 8.5 when it's in the machine. So I believe that for this block, then the embroidery field that you need is a 9.03 by 8.81 inch embroidery field. So it's a little bigger. So with your 8-inch hoop, you would easily be able to make the 6-inch block, but you need to have at least a 9-inch to be able to make the other block, unless you can pull the file up on your machine and shrink it down. So then you'd be able to shrink it down. You just want to make sure that all of your blocks get shrunk down to the same size so that they fit together when you sew your blocks together. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So what has happened?
Our machine is not going to stitch it.
Darn it, this is what happens with a live.
It happens. So sometimes you just have to start over.
Yes.
Which is what we've learned here. And so I'm sorry I can't finish showing you what the block looks like, but
That's okay.
it
We
happens.
have some exciting things to talk about still. So what we really wanted to show you is we were going to stitch the block, and then rather than stitching the included block by block quilting, we were going to pull the all over quilting and stitch it on top. So
Yes.
let's talk about that for a minute. You want to give us the overhead cam?
Just up above.
There we go. So we've talked about this a few times, that we want to do it.
Multiple times.
Yep. So we put this together and we just, you know, got a binder that you can get at Walmart. And let's see, we've got the glare now on that. Can you see that?
That's
This
better.
is the digital content. I'm trying to get that straight. The digital content page, which is included in your files for every block that we've done so far. Okay? So I'm just going to kind of turn the pages. That looks pretty clear, I think, Andrea. Looks good. So we've got August, September.
And now this is really cool because you
October.
can see all your blocks, all your quilting, and all the featured projects
Yep.
in one
So-
spot.
Yeah, so this is a good way to see that all over quilting. So I'm going to skip ahead to our block this month, okay? And it shows you right here, this is the block by block quilting, and this is that all over quilting with the paisleys.
Right, which we had on that lumbar pillow.
Yes. So what you can do, and we wanted to demonstrate, but we'll just do it next month. But all you need to do is you go ahead and you stitch this block, and when you get to the quilting step, you stop. Okay? And instead, you pull up this file, and if you're fancy, you can layer them.
Right.
I'm not that fancy.
And this is let's say you're doing a 6x6 block,
Okay.
you would choose the 6x6 all over quilting.
Right.
So that way it fit just perfectly.
Yep. And when you pull, so you pull up this file, and you stitch this quilting right on this block. And so all of a sudden, you've got different quilting than the block by block.
It's really easy because once you have everything pieced, you just skip one step, do the tack down line, and then quilt this and you're done.
Yeah. So you really have 2 whole sets of quilting to use every single month. You get that block by block, the custom block by block.
Right.
And then you get this all over quilting. And if you are familiar with clear blue tiles, you can, of course, you get 22 different sizes
Yes.
to use with the clear blue tiles, but you also get a 2-inch, 4-inch, 6-inch, and 8-inch that you can use on your block in the block by block method.
Which is so much fun because in case you want to mix it up a little
Yes.
bit, if you feel like, I always do the block by block, it might be time to give the all over quilting a try.
Yeah. Or if you love this paisley quilting, then you can do the block from last month. Okay, let me see. The
Yes.
block from last month, stop at the quilting step and pull the paisley quilting in.
That's the best part. Is this, if let's say this is your jam, the paisley quilt is
Move this out of the way.
just made for you. You
Yeah.
really can put it on any block as long
Yep.
as it is, for example, the 6x6 block and your
Right.
6x6 quilting. And that goes for any of the quilting files.
Any of the quilting, they're all
Yes.
mix and match. So by printing these out, rather than having to go online or pull up all your files, you can quickly see, oh, maybe I'll do this block, but maybe I want to do, the quilting from February. And this is an easy way to see all that you've got with Perfectly Piece. This is your library, right? This is your resource. Well, I shouldn't call it the resource guide because that's what some people think you
different,
get.
yes.
That's different. And actually, we've printed that off and put that in this binder too. So there's the resource guide. And let's see, I probably...
There we go. I do like, though, having all of this in one binder because let's say that you have a certain someone that you want to make a project for, but you don't know exactly what you want the project to look like. It'd
Right.
be easy to just flip through and kind of see
Yeah.
what speaks to you.
Yep. Super
So-
fun. So here's another thing that's available in the MeTime store. I know you know this, but this Perfectly Piece General Resource Guide comes every month in your digital files, and we add to it when we introduce a new technique. We add, so there's different versions of this, but you can also buy this printed like this with the glossy printing and bound in the MeTime store. And I don't know if I should say because I can't remember for sure how much it costs. I want to say
That's okay.
$10, but I'm not positive. So that's another
Don't
option
rely
if you
on that.
want it printed. And with the holes punched in it already, you can just order that in the MeTime store.
Before we get to the end, I do think we should do the live giveaway.
Oh, of course.
So let's do
Yes.
that really quickly. Those of you who have already gotten your submission in by answering
Yep.
the question of what is the one must-have from the MeTime store,
Yes.
then you have a chance to win this giveaway. And what it is the $20 gift card
Yep.
from our MeTime store.
Yep. So, Libby, who
Libby?
is our winner?
Okay, I've randomly selected a winner from all of the entrants.
This is when we do our drum roll.
Drum roll.
Right.
The winner is, congratulations to Kathy Franzen Hibbler.
Wow.
Ah, congrats.
Congratulations, Kathy.
We are excited
$20
for
in the
you.
MeTime store. So Libby will send that to you. She'll send you your own unique code. So
Yeah.
look for that in the next couple days. We're super happy for you. So let's go ahead and announce the second giveaway.
Oh, since we're there, yes.
Yep, we're there.
So our second giveaway is some of our most favorite stabilizer. I love this stuff. And the light mesh and the ultralight mesh just kind of melt away. You don't see
Yeah.
them in your project.
There's no stiffness in your project because you don't want a quilt to feel stiff.
Or
This
yes,
is-
a pillow or
yeah.
anything like that. So this is fantastic. And then my other favorite thing is the project batting. And this is what we put behind all of our
all of
blocks.
ours. Yep.
Right? And so this is just perfect, not too heavy, easy to work with. And then we have a surprise.
We do.
Are you ready? Okay, I'm ready. What is this, Erin?
This is, if you watched our live last month, we talked about perfect pairings. So here's this ladder block, right? This is the April block that you have, and here's the flying geese block. And we went ahead and stitched them together. Quilted it with the all-over quilting. Should we? Let's see if we can
From
show them
last
that.
month.
From last month, which is one of our favorites.
Let's see.
I've got the overhead camera. There
Oh,
we
there
go.
you go,
Look
yep.
at that.
That beautiful diamond pattern.
There we go. Andrew's running over to focus it for us. We're helping him get his steps in.
There you go.
You need that. Anyway,
is
so we've sewed this
all
together
over.
for you. I shouldn't say we. Cassie and her coworker Rachel have sewed this together, and we're going to send this to you,
Yep.
handmade by us.
And it's hand bound and has a beautiful back with the envelope closure so you can use
You
it
can use it.
however you want.
Yep, either as a tabletop or wall hanging or a pillow.
Yep, absolutely.
It sure is pretty, and it's using all fabrics from from Perfectly Pieced.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And so they have the traditional 2 days to enter.
2 days, yeah. So by end of day Wednesday, is that correct?
End of day Wednesday, we will choose a winner for the beautiful tabletopper pillow, however you want to say.
From the two
Oh, and it will be
We'll
announced on
announce it
Thursday. And the stabilizer and the batting,
Yep.
which is your bread and butter
Great.
for this. And
Yeah.
how do they enter?
I think they need to say, what is your one tool that you cannot do without? Not your machine. We
Right,
know
not the
that's the
machine.
number one tool. But what tool for machine embroidery can you not do without?
I can answer that question.
Okay, what's yours?
For me, it's the scissors,
Okay.
the special scissors that we use to cut fabric. I feel like if I don't have them, I can't function right. And so
kinda true.
those scissors,
Which
They're my
ones are your
one-
favorites?
I love the ones that have that bend to
Oh,
them.
the little swoopy ones. They probably have an official name, but it's
probably
probably Kimberbell embroidery scissor
Right,
set.
and then you cannot live without your teeny little snippies.
yeah.
If I, it's all about scissors for me.
all
I
about
gotta have the
okay.
scissors.
Mine is a mini iron. I can't machine embroider. I'm obsessed with ironing. I think every project turns out better with ironing, and so I have to have my mini iron.
I love it.
So
Okay, so what's your must-have? That's what we want to know. And the giveaway will end Wednesday night and be announced Thursday.
yeah. So sorry about the block, but you all can sympathize with us, right? That
It
this
happens.
happens, and for us, it just happened to happen on live Facebook.
Yeah.
Darn it. But anyway, we were so glad you joined us, and we will be with you again next month.
Right, and we hope that you enjoy this double pinwheel block. It really
Yeah.
is so much fun.
Yep. Okay. Thanks for joining us. Bye bye.
Yep.